Streaming from the 22 News Broadcast Center. This is 22 News at 4 p.m. Digital Edition.
Hey, I'm Nick Oresco, and thank you for joining us for 22 News at 4 o'clock on this Tuesday afternoon. Top stories in just a moment. But first, let's check in with 22 News Storm Team meteorologist Brian Lapis. Brian, another cloudy, kind of dreary day. Today, you really don't want to go outside.
Good point. Kind of a raw one.
Yeah.
And the breeze is still blowing, although not as strong as yesterday. Traffic, however, is pretty good. This should not cause you any problems. There's the typical slow going here at 291 and I-91, a little construction on Route 5 in West Springfield as well. But otherwise, smooth sailing west of the Connecticut River on the Pike, smooth sailing east of the Connecticut River, and I-91 north and southbound also looking good. So let's take a look at temperatures right now. 60 degrees is a popular number. Greenfield, Northampton, Westfield, and Springfield. 57 in Orange, and as I mentioned, there still is a noticeable breeze. 13 mile per hour sustained winds in Springfield and Westfield, 8 miles per hour in Orange. And as we move through the day, the clouds continue. A lot of low clouds. In fact, some of the clouds are not resolving on our cloud and radar picture because they're so low to the ground. So the plan is for some clearing to take place tonight and for tomorrow to be a brighter day. We'll track temperatures with our 22 News Storm Team forecast.
A development in a case surrounding a 12-year-old girl whose remains were found in Connecticut last week, police say a year after she was killed. Today, the girl's mother, her boyfriend, and her aunt all under arrest and now facing a judge. All three are being held on bond after not entering pleas in court. The mother and her boyfriend are charged for the murder of Jacqueline Torres Garcia. Her aunt is facing child abuse charges. Police say the girl was being abused for some time before her death. All three suspects are due back in court in November. Just days in now, and the ceasefire in the Middle East is under strain. Israel says it will divide aid shipments into Gaza over Hamas's slow return of the bodies of dead hostages. Hamas says the widespread demolition of the Gaza Strip makes moving through the territory difficult. Israel is calling the slow return a violation of the truce agreement and now says it will reduce aid trucks allowed into the territory by half. Only 4 of the 28 missing bodies were returned on Monday, alongside all 20 living hostages. Today marks the second week of the government shutdown. House Speaker Mike Johnson says it could turn into the longest in U.S. history. The longest shutdown lasted 35 days during President Trump's first term. Congress is at a standstill. The Senate today making an 8th attempt to pass a short-term funding bill, while the Republican-led House refuses to return to session. State Senator John Velas says he will soon be deployed with the Massachusetts National Guard. Velas is a major in our state's National Guard. He says he will be placed on active duty and sent with his unit down to the southwestern border in the, quote, imminent future. Velas says that while he's deployed, his office will remain fully functional. Let's bring back in 22 News Storm Team meteorologist Brian Lapis as he walks back to us just in time. And there he is. Hey, we got some clouds still around, but eventually we will see the sun return.
Yeah, marginally brighter here tomorrow, especially in the afternoon. Let's take a look with our clouds and radar. You can see here a lot of low clouds on the clouds and radar. For the most part, we've dried out. Still can't rule out a scattered sprinkle here and there as we head into the evening hours. This is 5 o'clock here tonight. Mostly cloudy, gray, 7 o'clock gray, and then some partial clearing overnight. Midnight to 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, some partial clearing. 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, temperatures will be in the 40s, we expect. And you can see here that we've got a few clouds around during the first half of the day. And then as we move into the afternoon hours, notice the significant clearing that happens here between noon and 4 p.m. So brighter in the afternoon. Temperatures, though, about where they are today, a high of 58 to 62, and we'll still notice a breeze here tomorrow out of the northwest. We'll update clearing trends and temperature trends on 22 News starting at 5.
A well-loved Bay State-based band is making a visit to Springfield. You can get your tickets soon to see the Dropkick Murphys playing at a special show after a Springfield Thunderbirds game in March. The St. Patrick's Day special coming up March 11th. The show will start immediately after the T-Birds face off against the Providence Bruins. Tickets go on sale to the public this Friday, and you can find a link to that on our website. If you're feeling the luck of the Irish a little bit early, you've still got some time to grab some tickets. Tonight's Mega Millions jackpot is up to $600 million. That's an estimated cash value of $277 million. The drawing happens tonight at 11, and we will have those numbers for you. Tonight on 22 News starting at 5 o'clock, the Trump administration's big, beautiful bill is finally coming into effect. We'll break down how it may affect your SNAP benefits. And one local business is shutting down after allegations of theft by its employees. 22 News is digging deeper to find out what happened. And at the State House in Boston, we're hearing from the governor on how she plans to keep energy costs down for residents ahead of the winter season. I'm going to have to stall here a little bit because Brian Lapis is still in the Weather Center. So let's now get to
things are
Brian.
moving along a little bit more quickly than I expected here today. Sorry. Traffic is moving along just fine, unlike me. You can see here a slight backup at I-291 and 91 that usually happens this time of day. And I-91 is moving fine north of the city, and the Pike is moving well as well. We'll see you on 22 News at 5. I'll be on time for that, Nick. I promise.
I hope so. All right. Well, thank you for watching us for 22 News at 4 o'clock. Updates anytime at wwlp.com, the free 22 News app, and always on 22 News Plus. Brian and I will see you tonight starting at 5.